Do you remember when Visa cards first came out? You were used to paying with cash or with a check, and then a Visa came out. It was this weird payment system that you didn't understand. And she said, yeah, I remember that. Well, Bitcoin is just the next evolution of another payment system.
Brace yourself, Nakamoto was the foundation. What up, guys? It's your boy Nakamoto Crypto here, and today we have got the next Bitcoin rally will set hair on fire, according to crypto experts Nic Carter, Tuur Demeester, Robert Breedlove, and Alex Leishman. They all share their insights on this epic podcast. Now, a group of influencers have shared their take on Bitcoin's future, as well as the future of the global macro economy. The Daily Huddle reported a new episode of What Bitcoin Did podcast. These guys agree that a widespread economic shift is brewing around the world, which will ultimately benefit the top crypto. So Carter, a partner at Castle Islands Venture, says that he thinks that a cascade of currency failures is coming over the next 2 years. Quote unquote, he says, what I think is likely to happen is in the next 24 months is a wave of sovereign currency failures similar to the Asian financial crisis in the late 90s, similar to the post-Soviet Union when a lot of sovereign currencies failed. You see it at times of dollar strength. You see it at times of global dislocation, and it's regional and it's contagious. We have begun to see some distress in some sovereign currencies when there is a lot of debt. The world is very in-depth in emerging markets, and unfortunately I think it's going to affect tens of hundreds of millions of people. And for some of those people, they will be able to use crypto financial rails to exit their sovereign local currency, and they can go to Bitcoin. They can go to the US dollar. They are stable coins on these rails. So I think this is going to be a big story for the next year. So what do you think about that, guys? So if currency fails, people still have stable coins. If they don't like Bitcoin or they don't trust Bitcoin and its fluctuations, how it's going up and down, most people just might not like the idea of having that much fluctuation on their money. They might not be able to afford it on a daily basis, but there are still stable coins around, and all of them have already been evaluated. They are already valued at the current USD. Now, Amendment Capital founder Tuur Demeester says that the increasing debt will cripple economies 5 to 10 years from now in the future. As for Bitcoin, he says traders need to prepare for another massive rally that will set everyone's hair on fire. He says, I think Bitcoin is a self-directed insurance policy. There is a unique opportunity to get some exposure to that, and there is so much said about crypto, and to me the essence is just buy a little bit, start with that, and then make a plan about storage, how you are going to store it, and also think ahead like you're going to diversify that storage. The first time you buy, you store it in one place, but then I think it is a good idea to think about storing it in different places, because there is no FDIC. It's not insured. If you lose your keys or if a company goes bust, it's game over and you have to rebuy your Bitcoin. So think about that, guys. Think about where you are putting your BTC right now, because this guy has a point. If you're just putting it into one wallet and the wallet gets hacked or something happens, that organization that you trusted and put your BTC there goes bust. What are you going to do? You're going to start again with zero and start buying more Bitcoin. You might not be able to afford that if BTC goes to $100,000 or $1 million. For you to go and try to cash out only to find out that you lost your wallet, keys, or the company's been hacked, or you are unable to withdraw any BTC, what are you going to do at that point? So it's good to diversify, try different wallets, hold different keys, and keep them safe. If you have 0.5 BTC, maybe put 0.25 BTC into one wallet and then the other half put it into a different wallet. That way you're safe, because not all of them can go down at once. Chances are that is very unlikely. So he says also, make a plan for the price. Bitcoin prices, Bitcoin rallies are nothing like you have ever seen. Prices go up 10x, 100x in short periods of time. So you want to think beforehand about what you are going to do when that happens. Also, think about tax consequences. If you have a plan about selling, make sure you know the tax consequences of what you are doing, because a lot of people got burned in 2017. This maybe doesn't sound likely because Bitcoin has kind of been moving sideways for years now. But I have a lot of conviction in that we will see another massive rally that's going to set our hair on fire. And it's not about that. It's the insurance policies that's going to start paying out. So Parallax Digital CEO Robert Breedlove calls Bitcoin a peaceful protest wrapped in a get-rich-quick scheme. He agrees that a big rally is coming and calls a 2017 parabolic bull run a warm-up, but says that it may take a long time before another long-term move to the upside begins. He says, I agree with Tuur's sentiment that we are moving into a massive bull market. There are a lot of people who thought 2017 was kind of a one-off and that we'll never see another move like that again. But we look like Bitcoin's short history and the microeconomic conditions is designed to ensure against. We are in a perfect storm. Frankly, political uncertainty is at a peak. Monetary expansion is also at a peak. It does go through psychological layers, and I know it sounds radical today, but as we know, Bitcoin does move geometrically quickly. I think when it does break to $100,000, the world is going to really have a sharp wake-up call. I think we haven't seen anything yet. So to speak, 2017 was kind of a warm-up for that to come. If that's in 12, 24 or 36 months, 5 years, who knows? But the pressure supporting its value proposition and are at an all-time high. So money needs to do 5 things. It needs to be durable, divisible, portable, recognizable, scarce, and not many people understand that. And because Bitcoin is disruptive, it is superior across all 5 properties. So it's actually disruptive to gold. So we are talking about disrupting a technology that's been with us for 5,000 years. So can Bitcoin disrupt a technology that has been with us for the last 5,000 years? So it is a big, not to be clicked, but really a major paradigm shift. And I agree that because it's agnostic to politics, the more chaos that's going on in the world, the more money that is being printed. That the neutral settlement layer will capture all of that value, and clearly Bitcoin is far more the leader in that space. So from a reputational standpoint, Bitcoin is peacefully protest wrapped in a get-rich-quick scheme. The more people that are marginalized by the state, I think, find their way into Bitcoin, that just what is feeding its growth in the medium and long term. So finally, River Financial founder Alex Leishman says that he is seeing a wide range of people interested in buying Bitcoin at his financial service firm, from Wall Street investors to 65-year-old women in the American Midwest. He is also bullish on BTC in the long term because he says everyone can find a narrative from buying the leading crypto asset that fits their world view. I have no idea what's going to happen microeconomically over the next year, but I am very confident that more and more new people are going to be buying Bitcoin because it serves the purpose that they see and they realize that. And everyone, as we discussed, has a different story for Bitcoin, and more people are going to come to it. That's what I know. This is an incredible article. Check out their podcast. It is called What Now for Bitcoin, and all four gentlemen are experts in crypto. And yeah, some great points were made during that podcast. Next, we have got the funniest crypto story so far since the Bitcoin time traveler decided to write an article on Reddit. Now, this one here says that a Texas man allegedly used $1.1 million in the C-19 pandemic relief fund just to buy crypto. This is insane. U.S. authorities have accused a man of securing a C-19 pandemic relief fund to invest in cryptocurrency. A Texas resident, let's go Texas, was charged by the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of Texas on July 14th. Allegations suggest that he fraudulently filed loan applications for $1.1 million through the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP. He claimed that he was seeking a C-19 pandemic relief, but allegedly actually used the funds that he got from the loan to purchase crypto. According to the allegations published by the U.S. Department of Justice, the 29-year-old Joshua Thomas Aguirre made false statements to financial institutions. Officials claimed that Aguirre committed wire fraud by establishing a scheme to file the applications to the Small Business Administrations, or SBA. Now, Aguirre managed to submit the C-19 pandemic relief applications on behalf of two fake companies named Texas Barbecue and Houston Landscaping. He falsely claimed that both businesses had numerous employees and hundreds of thousands of dollars in payroll expenses. How did he pull that one off? I thought, like, as a business, in order to show proof of your existence, you gotta show them paychecks that, weekly and monthly paychecks that you are actually paying your employees. So how did this guy pull this one off and get one over the institutions for them to lend him $1.1 million only for him to buy crypto? Man, this dude is a genius. So the money received on behalf of Texas Barbecue was reportedly invested in a cryptocurrency account on Coinbase crypto exchange. Wow. The federal criminal complaint states that beginning on May 19th, the Texas man began a series of transactions that ultimately resulted in the transfer of $956,250. Wow, $900K. So into the Coinbase account through 5 wire transfers. According to law enforcement, as of June 30, the money invested remains in Aguirre's Coinbase account. Officials noted that the funds have allegedly generated a profit. This is crazy. Aguirre has exclusive control of the Coinbase account. Yep, only he does. Indeed, Aguirre is in the sole user associated with the account, and there is no indication that anyone else manages this account for him. Additionally, the internet protocol address associated with several of the Coinbase account's transaction appears to be associated with a physical location in or very near to a residence in Southwest Houston. The investigators believe that it was associated with Mr. Aguirre's. The Texas security regulator has continued its crackdown on cryptocurrency scams. On April 8th, the Texas State Securities Board, TSSB, issued an emergency cease and desist order against a company called Ultra Mining. This crypto mining firm was allegedly involved in a diverse number of illicit activities, including fraudulent claims that they would double investors. But yeah, be extra cautious pulling out loans to buy crypto, guys. The feds are watching. So yeah, and the funniest part of this article is the fact that he put in 900k and they reckon he's in the profit. So only in crypto can this happen pretty much. He didn't put it into the stock market, he just bought crypto and held it. So maybe he can strike a deal with the feds and say, hey, look, just let me sit on it for a year or two. If BTC doubles, goes into 20k, this guy just made $2 million. Yeah, but be extra cautious. Do not take out loans. This is all fun and fun, but do not take out loans just to buy crypto. That is a dangerous thing to do, and I wouldn't recommend anybody to do that, because as fast as the crypto market can go up, it can come back down just as fast. I've seen altcoins in 2017 rise up to have 1000% gains only to crumble, and right now as we speak, those altcoins have lost 98%. Not 50, not 40, but 98% of their value is gone. So that's how crazy this market can get. So be extra cautious. Do not take out fiat loans to buy crypto. Lastly, we have got in the market as we speak, Cardano is back up in the 6th position, 13.1 cents. Chainlink working wonders again in the 8th position now. Yesterday Chainlink was in the 10th position. They back up 8th largest cryptocurrency position, taking out Litecoin. Litecoin is number 9 now, and Chainlink is close to BSV. Cardano just might steal the 5th place, sitting on top of Bitcoin Cash. Can that happen, guys? Cardano is sitting at a $3.4 billion market cap. Bitcoin Cash is sitting at a $4.235 billion market cap. Now, is it possible before the end of the month that Cardano just might take over Bitcoin Cash and be the 5th largest cryptocurrency? Yeah, Cardano might move 4th if it takes out Bitcoin Cash. Now, XRP, that might be harder because XRP is sitting at an $8.7 billion market cap. Whereas if Cardano takes out Bitcoin Cash, it'd be sitting at maybe, 5? It needs another $3 billion to take over XRP. That will be epic, guys. Do you see Cardano taking over XRP one day? That is the question of the day. On that note, if you like the content, please don't forget to leave a like, share, subscribe. I've been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.
Bitcoin under $8,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin under $5,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin over $10,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin is over $20,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin under $8,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin under $5,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin is over $10,000.
Buy it.
Bitcoin is over $20,000.
Buy it.
Best performing asset in the last 10 years. True. Look into crypto, we need volunteers. No need to tiptoe, it won't disappear. Do your research, history made it clear.